Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm Mark, joined as always by my good friend Tonny. How's it going today, Tonny?
Hey Mark, doing pretty well, thanks. I'm excited for today's chat. We've got a really hot topic to dive into. The big shifts happening in the tech world with AI and how it's shaking up jobs, especially the recent news about Oracle cutting jobs because of AI adoption.
Yeah, it's a huge story that's making waves. Oracle, one of the biggest players in enterprise software, announcing workforce reductions due to integrating AI tools into their business processes. It's a sign of the times and definitely worth unpacking. So, Tonny, what's your first take on this? Does AI replacing jobs at Oracle surprise you?
Honestly, not really. AI has been creeping into every corner of business for a while now, automating tasks that used to eat up lots of human hours. Oracle's move is kind of emblematic of a larger trend. Companies investing heavily in AI to boost efficiency, which does sadly mean fewer jobs in some areas. It's disruptive for sure, but also kind of inevitable.
I get that. And you're right, AI adoption has been accelerating fast. Some reports say Oracle is cutting several thousand jobs worldwide, which is a lot. They're talking about using AI to streamline software development, customer service, even database management. What's interesting is, it feels like a double-edged sword. On one hand, these technologies can boost productivity and innovation, but on the other, there's real human impact when so many people lose jobs.
Absolutely. I keep thinking about the people behind those numbers, the developers, the support teams, the salespeople who might be affected. It's easy to talk about progress and automation like it's all upside, but when it hits livelihoods, it's pretty tough. That said, I also think there's an opportunity here. AI is creating new kinds of jobs too, things we couldn't have imagined a decade ago.
That's a good point. It reminds me of the automation waves in the past, the Industrial Revolution, for example, where some roles disappeared but others emerged. Right now, the industry needs people skilled in AI oversight, ethics, algorithm training, and more creative roles that machines just can't do.
True, but the transition isn't always smooth. Retraining workers at that scale is a major challenge. Not everyone displaced by AI can immediately jump into another tech role. The skill gaps can be huge, and companies don't always step up to support that transition. I'd like to know what Oracle is doing to help their affected employees.
That's something I looked into. Oracle did announce severance packages and some career transition support, but many critics say that's not enough. When you lose a job because a machine takes over, it's more than just finding a new role. It's dealing with the emotional and practical upheaval too.
Definitely, and this isn't just an Oracle issue, it's a systemic one. Across tech and beyond, AI is accelerating workforce shifts. We're seeing AI take over routine coding, customer chatbots replacing call centers, even AI-driven analytics changing finance jobs. How companies handle these shifts ethically will shape public trust.
Right. It also raises the question of whether we should rethink our social and economic models. Universal basic income, more accessible adult education, maybe even shorter work weeks to spread out employment. These sound a bit radical, but they're coming up more in conversations about AI's impact on work.
I'm glad you mentioned that. It feels like society is at a crossroads. We've got this incredible technology that can do amazing things, but if we don't manage the change thoughtfully, inequality could deepen rather than shrink. I personally hope for a balanced approach where technology serves people, not the other way around.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it. Speaking of balance, there's also a popular narrative that AI isn't about replacing humans but augmenting what we do. Sort of AI plus human equals better results. What do you think about that? Is augmentation realistic in Oracle's case?
I'd say it depends on the task and the corporate culture. Some areas, AI works best as a partner, helping humans analyze data faster or handle routine support, so people can focus on complex problem solving. But at the end of the day, if a company can hire one less person because AI can handle 80% of the work, they might do it. So augmentation might be the official line, but real-world cost-cutting is a big driver.
That's probably true. And the scale of Oracle's layoffs suggests this isn't just small tweaks. It's a significant shift in how the company structures its workforce. I'm curious if Oracle's AI investments will pay off in the long run. Will they be able to innovate faster and perhaps create new revenue streams that benefit everyone?
Possibly. Oracle is betting big on AI, trying to stay competitive with other cloud giants who are also embracing machine learning and automation. If they pull it off, their customers might get better products and services. The flip side is the reputational risk if they're seen as uncaring about their employees.
So true. Public perception matters, especially in tech, where talent retention is crucial. I wonder if the layoffs might scare off prospective hires or push existing employees to look elsewhere.
Exactly. It's a tricky balance. On one hand, staying competitive means embracing new tech. On the other, companies need to keep their workforce motivated and loyal. If the culture feels unstable, it can hurt innovation, ironically.
Looking beyond Oracle, do you think this trend will accelerate? Will more tech giants announce big cuts as AI grows?
Without a doubt, we're already seeing it. But I think it will also depend on government policies and public pressure. Some places might regulate AI adoption more strictly to protect workers. Others might double down on rapid tech shifts. The landscape is still forming.
That makes sense. So, if you had to give advice to someone working in tech right now, how would you suggest they prepare for this AI-driven future?
I'd say keep learning constantly, especially skills that AI can't easily replicate, like creativity, emotional intelligence, strategic thinking. Also, be open to new roles and industries. Flexibility will be key. Finally, don't be afraid to get hands-on with AI tools yourself. It's better to be the one working alongside AI than replaced by it.
Great advice. I'd add, keep an eye on industry trends, but also advocate for yourself and your colleagues. Companies will adapt, but workers have to steer their own futures too.
Couldn't agree more.
All right, to wrap up our discussion on Oracle's workforce reduction amid AI adoption, it's a powerful example of how AI is reshaping the tech landscape, with all the promise and challenges that entails. Lots of opportunities for innovation, but also serious questions about how we manage the human impact.
Absolutely. It's a snapshot of a bigger story, one that all of us are part of, whether we work in tech or just live in a world increasingly influenced by AI. The key will be balancing progress with people's well-being.
Before we go, Tonny, let's get our listeners involved. Here's a question for everyone tuning in. If you could ask your employer to do one thing to better support workers facing AI-driven job changes, what would it be? Drop your answers in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
That's a fantastic question. Looking forward to hearing what everyone has to say.
Me too. Thanks so much for listening. And thank you, Tonny, for the great conversation today.
Thanks, Mark. Always a pleasure. Catch you all next time.
Take care, everyone.